Anandita Sarvadhikari, she's a social activist, is joining us on the phone line now. Anandita, there are only words if you look at the political parties and certainly no real action happening on the ground to stop this beastly behavior that's on display in West Bengal. What's going wrong?
It's horrifying, especially being from Bengal, which is a state which 33 years ago, women were empowered, panchayat, women were given political, economic power in their hands before anywhere in the country, and now we are having panchayat type incidents happening in somewhere in Birbhum. It's horrifying, and see, the worst is that this whole slide of women's security, violence, the rise of violence against women in the last 2 years. It's not something which is which any Bengali is used to. It's not something that has happened. We are used to hearing these things in Haryana maybe, or in other North Indian states. In Bengal, it is unthinkable, and in a situation where it's not just happening in Birbhum, Nagpur, or somewhere in Katwa, or somewhere in the rural Bengal. Every day there is a situation like this happening in the city, in Calcutta. So it's reaching. It's already crossed the saturation point, and I don't know, boiling point. And the worst is the state is completely oblivious.
Anandita, do people like you feel let down by the state government, by a chief minister who's a woman?
It doesn't matter. We have seen Mamata Banerjee through the years. So I don't think her being a woman ever made any difference in politics or sensitivity towards women. Especially when immediately after she became chief minister, we all remember the Park Street victim rape case, where she openly put the victim on the stand, and she accused her. From the chief minister to the police commissioner, everybody put the victim on the dock and accused her instead of ensuring law and order and justice for the woman. And this has happened over and over and over again. So we do not expect anything special from her because if she's a woman. That kind of utopian idea we don't have anymore in our heads.
Okay.
But at least, being a person living in this state, we expect law and order, basic law and order situation. And this is like a regressive. It's not just violence against women is on the rise, and we have become first in the country by statistics. But it is also that, society is regressive.
All right, Anandita. Right.
I mean, a woman is, it is decided by the panchayat that the woman is going to be raped by 12 men.
Anandita, that's exactly what actually shocks people, that Khap Panchayat in West Bengal can order such a draconian, such a shocking sort of a decision that is made by them to gang rape a young 20-year-old girl. The Shashi Panja, the West Bengal Child and Women's Welfare Minister, is on the phone line with us. Shashi, how would you take action in this case, first of all, because there are at least 20 people who are involved, only 13 arrests have been made so far?
No, this is not, she has mentioned 13 people and all these 13 have been arrested.
Okay.
She has mentioned 13, including the head man who issued this kind of a barbaric, I would say, he in terms of justice, this kind of a statement, including him. They have all been arrested. They were arrested within 4 hours by the SP of Birbhum. And the girl is now in Shuri Hospital. I have spoken to her myself personally yesterday in the night, and I would say I appreciate totally her grit, her determination, and she is a stalwart for us. I have assured of all support from our end, and from the state government, from the chief minister, and myself on behalf of the department. This morning, even our district social welfare officer is reaching to us. We have already thought of her security concerns. I have spoken to the superintendent, the CMOH of the district, that she should be in hospital with all treatment. All medical tests have been completed yesterday night, and also the gynecologists have spoken. So, in fact, just now before you called in, I was speaking to the superintendent. He has also said that she was much stable. And yesterday when I spoke to her like an elder sister. And I said that your safety is now ours, your concerns are now ours. And she was very reassured. And I told her, whatever you want, we will do for you. If she wishes to go back, we will. Otherwise, we have already thought of our homes, which are in our Birbhum. There are certain homes which are short stay homes or our Swadhar homes where she will be there, and in short that we will take care of her.
Shashi, will you all be pushing for fast tracking of the case so that an example is set, because there have been many cases of rapes and gang rapes that have emerged from West Bengal in the recent past?
Now I will tell you that it is definitely the counts are important, but this particular kind of a rape, not this particular incident, but rape itself, whoever commits it, it is a social evil. It is something which we all protest against in all capacities that we have. We have to rise above all political affiliations and all about political, trying to gain out of this situation. And everybody as an individual, me not just as a woman, but as an individual of the society, we have to address this issue. Now, as far as the state government is concerned, the state government has been proactive to salvage such situations. We are thinking of Atmarokha, which is called self-defense skills to be imparted to our college-going students. We are thinking of awareness programs even in colleges where we address the boys and the girls, to counsel them why this kind of psychology comes here. And I feel that men are most insecure themselves, because it is always a handful. Why a gang rape? To control a woman or to, daman karne ke liye, they are 4, 5 people, 10, 12 people. So they themselves are insecure. They're insecure because the women are on the rise, because women are going ahead. But the brighter side of this is, I'm telling you, it is not just trying to drag history, but such incidents have happened in the past in West Bengal or all over India. But the brighter side this is, previously such victims never used to come forward out of their houses. They never came forward because they either out of shame or out of the fact that there would be no redressal. They understood if they went to the police station, there would be some political game into it and nobody would look into the matter. At least now they come out, they speak out, they're going to the police. They have some vishwas, you can say, in the system, and definitely on Mamata Banerjee, who is...
Shashi, very quickly, I want you to answer one question. Social ills have to be dealt harshly legally as well. What is the government promising to do on that front?
It is not a question of promise. It is something that we have to think of the legal systems of punishing the offender. There's nothing about this. Punishment meted out to the offender is the only thing we can mention at this stage. And definitely we are going to sit with our Honorable Chief Minister. She's in North Bengal and she's dealing with the situation.
Okay. All right, Shashi Panja, many thanks for speaking with Headlines today. We have another social activist with us on the phone line, Nilanjana. Nilanjana, a shocking incident there being reported from Birbhum. We just spoke with the West Bengal Women's and Child Welfare Minister. She, apart from promising fast-tracking the case, has also said that that at least people are coming out and reporting such cases. These were happening in the past as well, but people were keeping quiet. Would you agree with that? Because we've seen so many cases of this nature being reported in West Bengal lately that it's almost horrifying to the rest of the country.
Oh yes, you know what, it is absolutely a shocker, and it's absolutely horrifying is a very, very, mild word in compared to, I can't find a word in the dictionary. Can you imagine there is a consensus verdict on gang rape? That's the punishment you mete out to a young girl. For what crime? I mean, any crime. What crime? And the worst thing is that, just continues. So I just, feel that there has to be a really, really solid social awareness, especially in the rural areas of India, including West Bengal. Unfortunately, I have to bring West Bengal as one of the top states right now. But yeah, I'm glad there is a ray of hope that, at least they're being reported. And I'm sure and I'm very optimistic that, there will be some kind of, let's say, a revolution, some kind of a rebellion, whatever word you want to use it. but there will be a kind of revamp on the laws and the enforcement of laws, and also one needs to add over here is that this Kha Panchayat, what we used to talk about Haryana, I mean, it's a shocker that it is something like this has happened in Bengal.
Absolutely.
The entire so much lack of education, and I think, is it kind of a revenge? Is it because the women are reporting rapes? Is it kind of a vendetta? I'm having this question time and again. A girl goes out for dinner with somebody she knows, a first timer, a second timer. Doesn't she have the right to know a guy? And if she has the right to know a guy, does the guy have to rape her? I mean, what kind of a mentality? We've become a sick society. And I think it's time that we need more psychologists. We need more people who deal with the mind. Because education, I'm just totally at a loss of words.
Okay.
Because in the cities, see, this incident that happened at the mall, now we're getting to know that she knew the guy. Okay, fine, but still that does not absolve him of that crime.
Right.
I mean, hello, somebody, then people will point fingers, the girl was like this. I mean, how?
Well, absolutely. The character assassination of the woman also starts immediately as a cover-up to these horrific crimes. Nilanjana, many thanks for joining us with your views on that.